So glad you made it through the last lesson. I'm telling you, like, getting into some of the higher level stuff with remarketing and audience targeting and some of the search stuff is it's definitely a leap from, even what we've taught you in the first section, okay? But now we're really gonna jump into something that I am probably one of the most excited about. I have several product companies that I help out, and the new shopping ads and shopping ads in general are they're revolutionary whenever it comes to showing up your product. In my opinion, the reality of it is they're actually turning, search into display, or they actually offer the opportunity to do that, okay? And I've kind of done a nice little representation up here of where you're gonna see typically where these ads are showing up, right? You're gonna see those product ads. Say you're looking up for Nike shoes, right? Nike shoes are gonna appear in the top of the deal where you have the nice little products over here. You're still gonna have your PPC ads and your organic PPC ads under here, but something that's really, really cool that they've actually started doing with the smart shopping ads is if you have a really strong brand, and in some cases as well, if you're just being synonymous with a particular keyword, you can literally take up the entire right side of the screen, right? It shows it in such a much more impactful way. So this is why I'm talking about like turning search into display, right? Especially for customers that have e-commerce products, you have a tangible asset that you're selling online, you can really make a much bigger impact than say a PPC print ad, right? If I'm doing it down here and I've just got a headline, I've got maybe, a nice little description. Hell, I even went above and beyond and I used all of the extensions that we taught you in the previous lessons, and I really gave my ad some character. I'm taking up all that real estate. Doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, shopping is going to proceed and going to go above those PPC ads if I'm doing the tangible product, right? If you're an attorney, a pizza delivery kind of company or a locksmith, something like that, these aren't really going to apply to you in this section, right? So you can skip on to the next section. But for your own knowledge, it might be good just to kind of check this out and see what's the capabilities are out there if you ever do start maybe venturing into actually selling locks, right? This is a potential you could actually show up on. But in this particular section, we're going to go through a bunch of different things as far as actually setting up the feed. I'm going to go through the 39 different attributes and kind of show you how they're relevant to each one of the classifications. And I've included a nice little spreadsheet, a cheat sheet that actually shows you which one of them are actually relevant, which one are irrelevant, according to whatever industry you're in. Some of the garment stuff is going to have a much more breadth of use of those 39 attributes, where maybe if you're just doing a bike, right, it's much more simple. It's not going to have the size and the color, and you may not have all of that stuff in there. But the good thing about that is, again, I've included a nice little worksheet that shows you an example feed, also shows you what's just actually relevant to your particular company according to your industry, so it kind of help you walk through, okay? But again, I just want to go back and kind of revisit the importance of these for tangible e-commerce products, okay? Because again, they've turned search into display, right? And not only that, like there's actually an argument to smart shopping completely replacing remarketing, because smart shopping is a very new product that they just came out with that we're going to go deep dive into further in later lessons, where you can actually show your products across a multi-channel aspect. So you can tie in that audience and all that positive work you did through the top and mid funnel in order to recontact that customer in a much more relevant way with your products, what the price is, a nice little description, and give them immediate access where they can buy it and purchase it immediately online. Okay, so that's why I'm so passionate about search and shopping, basically smart shopping in general, because it's literally turning display into search ads. So you're able to actually move much more through the cycle within just one campaign. So even if you're kind of gone through the first cycle in it, you're talking about top and mid and bottom funnel. We've went through the cycles of those. We've went through the lessons. I've showed you what's necessary, but how much simpler do you think it would be if we could really just contact top and mid through one campaign? So if you want to simplify your marketing a little bit, definitely, and you're an e-commerce product, I got to reinforce that, okay? Definitely look into these smart shopping campaigns. Take very, very close attention to these next lessons that I'm going to present in the screen recordings, and really, really take and digest that information and understand the value in really being able to simplify your process and also contacting your product and these customers in a much more dynamic, visual, appealing way. So let's jump into the next screen recording so I can really dive into some of these materials and show you the value with some examples of how these are working and they're making my clients tens of thousands of dollars.